Hi there and welcome to this video where I want to give you a little bit of advice about the results, which I'm sure you are aware are coming out on Friday. Basically, it's good to be prepared for whatever the outcome. And as far as I can see, there's going to be three outcomes. Firstly, you're going to pass. Yep. Secondly, you're not going to pass. And then you're going to need to know what you have to do so you can pass next time. Yep. So in this short video, I want to share some advice on what you should do depending on which outcome is delivered to you. Firstly, if it's a celebration, fantastic, well done. And if that was your last exam, I wish you all the very best in the future, reaping all the benefits that you're going to get both in your career and financially of now being a fully qualified accountant. So well done, and I wish you all the best. However, if it's a celebration and it's not your last exam, what should you do? Well, I'd say definitely celebrate. Mark your achievement of all the work you've put in and the success in the exam with a few days celebrating, but don't celebrate too long. Yep, don't celebrate too long, because I don't want you to lose the study habit. Yep. And therefore, bit of celebration, and then think about continuing in preparing for your next chosen exam. Okay. So that's what you should be doing there. If it's not a celebration and it's a potential cry moment, well, I would say don't waste any tears. Professional exams are very difficult. Never really more than about a 50% pass rate, and you cannot do anything about your past. If you've listened to any of my other videos, you'll know that we are architects of our future and we can do nothing over the past. So don't get upset over things which you cannot change or have no influence of. All you can do, dust yourself down and make sure that you pass next time. So how are we going to pass next time? Well, there are a few things that you need to do to make sure you do pass next time. What are those things I would recommend? Well, firstly, think about what you did, think about what you did well, and maybe think about what you could improve on. So it's a time of reflection and plan to improve. Yeah, that would be the first thing that we all need to do. So make sure you do that. Think about how to study. Did you study on your own? Okay, it is tough studying on your own. What materials did you use to study on your own? Because there's far too many false prophets on Facebook, on YouTube and the like, claiming to give you great advice to pass the exam. To be honest, I would ignore everything that they say, and I would recommend that you stick with ACCA approved resources. These have had the eyes of the examining team cast over them. They are very relevant. All these people on Facebook, if they don't have any presence on an ACCA website, honestly, keep well away from them. Yep. So stick with an ACCA approved resource. When you were studying, did you just read books or did you get an expert to help you? Both will work, but I would also say, did you teach yourself to swim? Would you teach yourself a language? Would you teach yourself a musical instrument? Would you teach yourself to drive? It's quite a hard way of going about it. So an expert will always make it much less painful and much more effective. Yep. But if you are going to see an expert, there are a few things that you need to watch out for. The first thing is, how do you know they're an expert? Yep. Well, they're hopefully delivering an ACCA approved course. The highest level of courses to be delivered are platinum approved. So they are the best ones that the ACCA would have evaluated. If you go onto the ACCA website, do you see the lecturer anywhere with articles, with videos, with presentations? If you go onto ACCA Student Accountant, do they have any presence there? Do they have any presence on the ACCA official YouTube channel? If they don't, it's unlikely they're an expert. So something you can do just to understand that, put my name into the website. If you put my name into the website, there you see articles, If you put my name into the student accountant, you'll see lots of articles I've written there. Put my name into the ACCA official YouTube channel, and there are multiple videos I've recorded for my area of expertise, which is SPL, all over it. There's many, many videos you can look at. So hopefully that will give you some reassurance. And whatever subject you are taking next time, do a similar thing on the person who is delivering the lecture. Yep. So that's really important. So that's how you tell an expert. You do your own research. Make sure you check those people out. What else would I suggest? Well, you need to make sure that you have organization in your life, and having organization in your life will ensure that you have balance between a little bit of work, time with family and friends, a little bit of study, and, time to relax and sleep. Yeah, time in the gym. Really important that you have that, and you need to create little time blocks where you allocate time for each of those areas. So make sure you've got a balance. Yep, I'll talk about how you can get a balance in a moment. Sleep is the time where our brain regenerates. You're obviously studying. Your brain needs to process that information and cement it into your brain. So really important you have sufficient sleep so your brain's in tip-top condition. There are sleep apps you can maybe download for free to see how your sleep is, how's it doing, or do you need to improve it? Blue light before bedtime and all of that can affect your sleep and can interfere with your ability to absorb information. On the advice I talked about having balance, I would recommend all my students to have a timetable of living. What that means is we compartmentalize our waking hours with little blocks of time for work, study, rest, play. That's what we do, and that just creates order. And when we have a timetable and a routine, it becomes a habit. When we have a habit, well, we just do it. We don't need any motivation to do so. So make sure you do that. That's important. What else would I say? Well, the other thing I'd ask you to really think about is, why are you doing these exams? Why are you doing these exams? You've chosen to do them. In doing so, you must have thought why you want to do them. Just get clarity on that. If it's because you want to get a big red, shiny car or something, get a picture of that car, put it on the wall. If it's because you want to go traveling, get a picture of where you're going to travel to. But that visualization, that manifestation of where you're going to be when you pass this exam is going to be really useful in helping motivate you to achieve those goals. When you don't fancy studying, you look at that motivational picture, you say, yep, that's where I'm going to be. This little bit of study I have to do is more than worth the effort to achieve that picture. Yep. So that is what you need to do to change yourself going forward. In terms of what we're doing here is we are developing a strategy. And as I say, forewarned is forearmed. So basically, who knows what the outcome is going to be? Hopefully it's going to be a pass and you're moving on to your next exam. But whatever it is, you will not be stressed by not passing. You will have a strategy of what to do to roll out so you pass it next time. Okay? That's the main thing I want you to do and think about before the results come out. So, thanks for listening, and I wish you all the very best with the results. But remember, it's being an architect of our future. We can do nothing about our past. Thanks for listening. If you need any further information, drop me a WhatsApp and I will try and help you. All the very best.